Norman Augustin with his dog Chillie, Bouvier, that's just starting his obedience phase. He's already done his long down. They've got a round robin going. 3 dogs that are hitting the field, different stages of the obedience. He's already done his down stand and it came out good. This is a great example of what it takes to be in the sport. The whole idea is you might be able to get the dog to do the obedience, but do you have him at a spot where he's going to peak on the day that you're competing? Just like any other athlete, you're training and you're working hard to get your physical and everything put together. When you hit the field, is that the day that you've got your dog peaked to be the highest, to be able to get through the competition and to score the points that you want to be able to go further with your animal? And it's an art. It really is. It's that's the competitor. That's where the rubber meets the road. Can you get your dog? And Norman's been doing this a long time, where he's pretty proficient at that. So we're going to find out how it goes. This is what we call the group, where the dog has to heel in and out of the group, stop next to one person, and he's going to do that in a second. There's his stop and a sit, and then he will say thank you group, possibly, and the group leaves. So that's that phase of the competition. Now this all starts with a BH, and there's a pattern of obedience that they use, and that pattern will be the same all the way through all 3 phases, BH 1, 2, and 3, but there's more of a challenge in different areas as the dog progresses and goes up the ladder. But the obedience pretty much stays the same. It's always the same pattern. And each competitor is expected to know that pattern and be able to go on the field and without instruction from the judge. There's a sit stay. They generally don't do a recall on the sit stay. They do a recall from the down, I do believe. Got a nice little prance going. The dog's consistent with it. This is recall. Then he goes ahead and puts the leash on the dog. And the other person's with his dog on a downstay the whole time. The one person's doing the obedience, the other person does it long down. And now they will both wait for their critique from the judge, and we'll be getting that here in a second. And this is sponsored by Los Angeles Working Dog Club. That is a IGP or Schutzen-orientated club, obviously, with one of the top competitors that's handling the club. Some longtime people. I won't go into the names, but they're most everybody in the dog world, with a small little niche group that we have, all know each other. We show up at different events, and everybody seems to know everybody else if you've been around it for any length of time. There's people that I run into that I haven't seen for 20 years sometimes. And this is the third person that's in the round robin. So there was 3 of them that were going around the ring. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.